The year is 1941. The largest invasion in history has begun. Operation Barbarossa, the German campaign to crush the Soviet Union, is in your hands. Can you lead the blitzkrieg to victory? Or will the harsh Soviet weather and fierce resistance grind your forces to a halt? Operation Barbarossa is a fast-paced solo roll and write wargame where every decision counts. You'll allocate resources, manage supplies, and push 3 army groups, north, center, and south, in a race against time to capture key Soviet cities. Will you capture Leningrad, Moscow, and Sevastopol for a triumphal victory? Or will your campaign stall, leaving you with only a historical outcome? Let's take a look at a turn of gameplay in Operation Barbarossa, a World War II roll and write game. Each turn begins with the campaign phase, where you prepare your dice pool, mark off a box on the timeline, and roll on the campaign event chart. To prepare your dice pool, you place 5 white dice inside your dice pool. These dice now represent your core resources for the turn. Next, mark off a box on the timeline. If you land on a box with red dice, well, welcome to the Rasputitsa, or mud season. During the Rasputitsa, 1 or more of your white dice from your dice pool get downgraded to red dice. And here's the kicker: red dice act as D3s. That means they're less efficient, harder to rely on, and can seriously mess with your plans. Next, roll on the campaign event chart. Events add historical unpredictability, sometimes helping, sometimes hurting. This time, you roll a 2. A Soviet counterattack reduces your dice pool by 1 white die. Not ideal. Now it's time for the German phase, where you roll all dice and decide how to use them. Attack to push deeper into Soviet territory, or resupply to sustain your campaign. You roll a 1, 5, 6, and a 4 on your red die. First, convert your red die into a D3. That 4 becomes a 2, less effective but still usable. Next, for every 6 rolled, you gain a blue cube to your command tracker. These allow you to discard a cube to re-roll any dice. You decide to use that blue cube to re-roll your 1, and there it is, a 4. Not bad at all. With your dice rolled, it's decision time. Allocate them to attack cities or resupply your force. With your new dice results, it's time to allocate them. The 6th goes toward an attack on Smolensk. To attack a Soviet city, assign dice 1 at a time to unlocked cities. If the die value matches or beats the number in the current box above the city, mark it off. Now let's see the encirclement ability in action. If your die value is at least double the number in the Soviet box, you can mark off that box and the next one to the right. Strategic placement of dice can quickly encircle and neutralize Soviet strongpoints, cutting off their defenses with precision. You can also allocate any die roll of 2 or higher to the supply tracker to gain black cubes. The number of black cubes gained is the die value's D3 result. Finally, you can also spend supplies to modify a die roll. Here, a die with a 5 is bumped up to a 6, turning a marginal roll into a key play. Unfortunately, that's it for today, as this concludes our quick gameplay example. Operation Barbarossa challenges you to balance resources, adapt to unpredictable events, and lead your forces across the vast expanse of the Eastern Front. Every decision counts. Can you outmaneuver the Soviet defenses and achieve what history could not? Good luck, Commander.